Today we're going to talk about motherhood, autism, and pretty much advocating out loud. What does that look like? Motherhood definitely changes you, but mothering a special needs child changes everything. Today we're going to talk about autism, childcare, therapy, school systems, and what it looks like a little bit behind the scenes. I'm joined by my friend, my soror, my girl, Emmy award-winning journalist, Tabnie Dozier.
Cue the applause, cue the applause. In true fashion of us, all we do is giggle when we are together.
Yes, we do.
It is my absolute pleasure to be here, to be on this journey, not just front-facing on the camera, but as your friend, I am living your life with you. And there are a lot of highs and there are some lows. And I think it's tremendous that you are pulling back the layers and sharing with your audience.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you.
Yes, this is such a sacred and safe space. So let's begin. Before Major's diagnosis, talk to me about that.
So before Major's diagnosis, of course, first time mom. I'm confused. I don't know everything. Everybody's giving me all this advice. Mm-hmm. And it was fun figuring out motherhood because I made sure that I wasn't pushed into everybody else's definition of motherhood.
And then after the diagnosis, walk me through that process. Did you feel that something was wrong, or it's your first time at it as a mom?
Mothers, we always have that gut feeling, I will say, especially when it comes to our children. And I knew that, and I get emotional talking about this, so yeah, give me a minute. I knew that Major wasn't meeting his milestones. However, you know, I remember when we first took him to a neurologist and they were like, oh, well, just let him blossom. Just let him grow up. He'll be fine. And after his diagnosis, it was a lot of grief, but it was a lot of, okay, now let's get to it. What's next?
So you mentioned the grief. Not so much for Major, I don't think, but I don't want to put words in your mouth. Is it the grief of the expectations, the grief of the unknown that was to come?
Definitely the grief of the expectations, because I had never been around or in an environment with kids with autism. I didn't know anyone in my family who raised a kid who was on the spectrum. So it was all new. And the grief was grieving the life that I thought I would have with my child.
That's fair. And that's not easy. And so now we have the diagnoses. So there's got to be special education, special diet, special childcare. You can't just leave your son with your cousin from Louisville, right? He has some uniqueness to himself. Talk to us about that.
So all of that, it takes a lot of research. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot out of you, period, to be in this special needs world as a parent. And I think that when doctors give this diagnosis, they say, hey, here's your diagnosis, level 1, 2, 3 autism or whatever. Get them in speech, get them in OT, get them in ABA therapy. They don't go into how much it costs. They don't go into where's the best place to even go.
How to vet these resources.
Exactly. A lot of these places have year-long wait lists. None of that is talked about. You just got to figure it out. And, you know, I spent nights where I just did not sleep. And I researched schools and what was the best fit for my child, if he was even going to go to school. Therapists, you know, there are a lot of pop-up clinics that aren't truly certified and they're running scams on insurance and the insurance are running scams on us. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everything.
I'm hearing advocacy, caseworker, health and nutrition specialist, dietitian. I mean, those are so many titles and responsibilities.
So many. And I think Josh and I did as best as we could. with what we had.
Yeah.
And we're still learning every day. I've learned a lot. And don't get me wrong, I every day is different.
So you were kind of already alluding into, you and Josh being equipped to handle things the best that you can. How has this diagnosis and how has this journey changed LaShonda?
Oh, it's changed everything about me. I'm a mother first before I am anything.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever major needs is the priority. However we can support him, however I can make his life easier, however we can move forward in some type of normalcy is what has changed me, because this wasn't my life. Again, I was a first-time mom, and then being a first-time mom with a child on the spectrum was never on my bingo card. I never ever even thought about this when I was pregnant. Really, when I was pregnant, all I thought about is having a healthy pregnancy.
Right, to bring him into the world.
Yes.
Right.
I didn't know what the world had in store for him when he got here.
Yeah. And you are a walking testimony, and so is your beautiful baby boy. Let's say Major watches this 5-10 years down the road. Speak to your son in the future. What would you say to him?
You better not ever say you come out the gutter, baby.
Yeah, feel a little bit of right, a little popcorn in there, I think, huh?
Did you ever talk about your mama?
I hope that I have been the best mother to you as I could be. I am pushing for you to thrive. I will always love and support you. Your father and I will always be your number one fan. And just keep breaking the barriers. You're a little black boy, and just keep pushing.
Yeah. Now take that same energy and talk to yourself in 5 to 10 years. The mom with some experience under her belt now.
Ooh. I probably should sing a gospel song or something.
A testimony. You're a walking testimony. We could sing today.
I think that I would tell my future self that you did the best you could do with raising your child. Don't let anybody else write your story with raising your child. And motherhood is truly the hood. The glitz and glamour and the pictures and the vacations. Yeah, that's part of it. But motherhood, you are in the trenches. And a special needs mother, you are below the trenches. Yeah. Give yourself a high five. Mm-hmm. That's what I would tell myself.
Beautiful. And just to add, is there, the community around you, or to people who maybe, it's similar to grief. You don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do too much. Is there anything that a special needs parents community can do for the family that is in the trenches like you speak of?
I will say this. As a special needs mother, I am not always quick to give advice to other special needs parents, because they might not want my advice. And what worked for my son may not work for them and their child. So how I parent my level 2 child is not how you're going to parent your level 3. But I will always be an open ear for you. Yeah. I'll never judge. I'll say that if whatever your kids need, how they are navigating in this space and being comfortable in this environment, however you create that for them, I will never judge that. And I think that is what we all need to kind of practice.
Yeah. And that's what I was getting at more so, was the people around you who don't have a special needs child or don't have children or are, from a different generation. I don't want to put words in your mouth, but the support is needed. But I'm sure that there are some layers to where, how you did for your child in 1972 is not how I'm going to do for my child in 2026, So just being able to, I'm sure, tiptoe, right?
Yes.
Less is more. Ask rather than talking at a parent of a special needs child. I feel comfortable
Absolutely.
saying that.
Yes, sensitive space. Being a special needs parent is a sensitive space. You've watched your child miss milestones. You've watched your child. You're in therapy instead of basketball practice. And I mean hours of therapy. I'm not talking about just 1 or 2 days, like therapy every day. That's why when you see my child with the iPad, please keep your comments to yourself, because he's been in therapy all day.
Yeah.
Guarantee you.
Yeah.
So if this is how he regulates himself, if this is his enjoyment, he's going to have his iPad. Again, just a non-judgmental zone.
And that's a lesson beyond parenthood. That is a lesson a lot of people need to hear about life. Less judgment.
Mm-hmm.
LaShonda, you are brave. You are human, but you are excellent. And you have the divine on your side. You have a wonderful support system across America and beyond. The community that you have built as well. So we thank you for this opportunity to open the doors on this sensitive but real conversation.
I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Take care.